ダニエルとユカ。
Hi everyone, I'm Daniel. Tonight we are going to unbox the LIFX tiles. Now just to give you a bit of backstory, I've slowly been kitting out our house with LIFX light bulbs over the last year and a bit. And this is one of LIFX's newer products, and it is the really cool large big square tiles which you can place on the wall, and then you can paint in the LIFX app the design that you would like to have lit up on the tiles. Now, when it was first released, it was about 400 Australian dollars, and I was interested, but a $400 price tag sort of put it into the not impulse buy category. So fortunately, just after Christmas, I actually received a specialized JB HIFI exclusive coupon, which gave me $200 off the price. And I was about to use it, but then Yuka was a little bit, I don't know if we really need it. But then JB HIFI also did another price promotion, bringing it down from $3.99 to $3.19. Because I had the $200 special coupon, that made this LIFX tile with 5 tiles only $119. So that was definitely a price point that I was happy to impulse buy. It worked out at about 70% off, which is crazy. Here we have the LIFX tile. Now inside the box, there are 5 illuminated tiles, 4 short cords to connect between each of the 5 tiles, 1 long cord to connect to the power supply and the power supply. Let's get started. Okay, so the LIFX tiles allow 64 different colors per tile. So 64 times 5 is 320 different color combinations that you can do. Now, here's the instruction manual. It's just a one piece, but it's printed in color, which is very nice. Now, something that's very interesting is that you can set this up in a range of different patterns just to stylize the wall. So the box, we have 5 of these. They attach to the wall with 3M command it. Next up, we have the power supply. So we get an Australian power plug, which is the one that I'm going to be using. Just twists on like this. Okay, so here is 1, 2 cables, 3 cables, proprietary cables, so they're not micro USB or USB-C cables, they must be very low power cables, so we have 5 of those. The LIFX instruction manual that just explains and has all of the special LIFX Homekit codes for adding each of these to my Apple Homekit home application. So with LIFX products, you really need to keep these little instruction manuals, because if you want to manually add any of these devices, if they happen to drop off your network and you want to restart them to try and troubleshoot, then you will need the little HomeKit QR code to reconnect it. So definitely keep this in a safe spot. Next up, we have the large cord, very large. It's actually 4 times the length of one of these. Now with the LIFX power brick, there is one little plug here that this will plug into, like that, and it appears that there is a reset button on the power brick. Something I really like about the LIFX range of smart lighting products is that they come with different international adapters if you want to take your smart home with you around the world. That's everything. Each of these are individually wrapped. It is possible to place these in damp areas like inside a bathroom. Keep on unboxing. Now each tile has its own unique identifier on there, and that's what you have to match up with the little stickers inside the LIFX instruction manual to match the appropriate QR code with the appropriate tile. And there is also this little power point under here where you plug in the cable. Now there's actually two, there's one at the top and there's one at the bottom. So depending on which orientation, slot it in there and run it to connect to the next tile. The best idea is to try and have a seamless connection between so that there's no ugly cables on the wall. Fortunately, if I mess it up, I can easily get these just from the local stationery shop. There's lots of different patterns that you can make, different shapes, different layouts of how you want it. Okay, so as we can see, there are a range of suggested shapes for laying out these LIFX tiles. Something very important is that it actually suggests setting up a particular tile. On one of these tiles, there's a little green sticker. Reading the quick setup guide, it says, for easy setup, find the tile marked with the green sticker and connect it to the power cable. This is now your first tile. Scan the HomeKit setup QR code here to connect your tiles with Apple HomeKit. This is the one, which is going to be our first tile. It just plugs in just like that. Look at this! This looks pretty cool. Very bright. It's alive! Ooh, look at this. I'm pretty excited to have this sick lighting. I want to add an accessory. Add an accessory using the HomeKit setup code. Add to home, yes. Add accessory to network. You need to allow this accessory LIFX tile to access your Wi-Fi network before you add it to home. Allow it. Okay, so LIFX tile. Look, see there's a bunch of automation, so I can automatically turn it on when I arrive to the house and join the home Wi-Fi. It will automatically turn on. Now it's on here and it's on maximum brightness. I can adjust the brightness and then I can also change the colors. Something that's pretty neat is that there are actually different themes. You can have multi-colors. And it's all up to date. So that means that I'll probably need to attach all of these lights together. This is pretty cool. It's a little bit like Lego, attaching these all together. I'm just connecting this all together and then I'm going to rearrange it after that. Here we have 5 tiles. These lights are actually pretty bright, especially when there's 5 of them. While I finish setting these 5 tiles up, talk amongst yourselves.
5 hours later.
Damn, these took quite a while to actually set up. Individual tiles kept disconnecting further along the chain as I was adding the subsequent tiles to the wall. I also had heaps of issues manipulating and maneuvering the short cords through the tiny notches on the back of each tile to ensure that the cable was seamlessly connected and didn't mess with my OCD. I finally had to resort to a Reddit deep dive to troubleshoot. Pro tip: once you have updated the firmware on each of the 5 tiles, add them sequentially one at a time and turn the power off, then on again to synchronize them.
So, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to help us out by smashing that like button. If you have any comments or suggestions on what we did right or what we did wrong in this video, then please comment down below and let us know, and we will be sure to respond and give you a heart. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.